Hello, everybody. Happy Thursday to you. My name is Lori DeGroot, and I'm here to share a little card class tutorial with you featuring some of my favorite retiring products from Stampin' Up. I'm so excited to be here. Like I said, my name is Lori DeGroot from Loritamarie Crafts, and I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator here in Calgary, Alberta. And I come here live on Thursdays so that I can share fun tips, techniques, ideas, and inspiration to help you take your paper crafting supplies and turn them into beautiful projects. So today I've got two cards to share with you that are pretty simple layouts that you can use with your own favorite supplies and kind of go to them again and again. Plus, I'm going to be sharing, like I said, all of my favorite retiring products. So Stampin' Up's catalogs, they do have to retire eventually. And so we've got two retiring at the end of the month, the Annual Catalog and the Mini Catalog. So like always, it's sad to see things go, but I am super excited to see new things come in, like really excited. So my pre-order box, so if you're a demonstrator, which anyone can be a demonstrator, you can get to order the new products a month ahead of when they come live to the public. So I ordered this week and my stuff is sitting in a box just over there, and I didn't open it on purpose this morning because I had to get ready for this live. And I was like, if I open that box, I'm not going to get anything else done. So first, we have to say goodbye to some retiring stuff, and then next week it's going to be all about sneak peeks and fun new products. So these are all now, everything that's retiring. It's the easiest way to look is to go online to Stampin' Up store, and then you're going to see retiring soon under product. And it's all while supplies last. So if you've got some favorites on there, you don't want to miss out. There is going to be the last chance products sale. So some products will go on sale, and that starts on Tuesday. So if you're waiting for the sale prices, that starts next week. And if you're not on my email list, sign up for my email list because I have a special coming out for the last chance product sale that I've never done before. And so I'm nervous and excited about it. We'll see how it goes. So I'll be telling my email list first, and then we'll go from there. So see how it goes. Now, as always, I have classes on the go too. I really love to put classes together for you guys so I could get ideas into your hands and have get you guys to make cards too. And my current one is called the Birthday Bash card class. So we always need a stash of birthday cards, right? And so I wanted to make like some true birthday cards, whatever that means to me or you. So I've got 3 designs. You can come to the local event in Calgary, which is, we have a really good time together. And so I hope that you would come check that out. I can ship Birthday Bash packets to go if you live anywhere in Canada, or you can always get the tutorial. So it's not on my website yet, but I can put, if you want, comment class, and I'll make sure that you get the link. Or you can find me on my website, actually, and then I'll get it all up there today. It has been a week, people. It has been a crazy week. But I'll give you a little sneak peek of the cards. So there's kind of like something for anybody. And the last one you can tweak, so it's masculine, so it's for kids, more feminine. So I'm just trying to make a variety of birthday cards that you can use for all sorts of occasions. Not occasions, all sorts of people. But just for birthdays. Okay, I am trying to gather my thoughts here for you. I'll tell you a little secret. I designed these cards this morning. I have been crazy busy this week, and so let's go down to the desk. I designed these this morning. I hope you like them. They literally are all my favorite products. So it's going to be fun to show these off to you guys one last time. So the first card that I want to talk about is using Designer Series paper. So I don't know about you, but I'm a sucker for all of Stampin' Up's DSP. I typically love like 95% of it. So I have a hard time not getting it. So if you've got some DSP, this is a fun way to use some DSP on your card. And the Delightfully Eclectic set has lots of fun patterns in it. It's and it's eclectic. It has a wide variety. It's got some floral. It's got some cute, it's like graphic patterns. It's got black and white. Plus it's got pinks and florals. It's got all the things. And so this is one of my favorites. And so I'm going to be using this DSP. And so we'll start there, and then we'll move on to my next favorite product. So first of all, you're going to need a card base. This is just a basic card base. So I've cut one sheet of cardstock in half at 5.5 by 8.5, and then I've scored it in half at 4 1/4. And so that's the card base. And then I've got my DSP. And what I want to do is I'm going to cut it into little strips. And so this is going to look good with any DSP, basically, right? So the cards I'm making today are going to be my current card class to go. And so if you place an order with my host code before next Friday, I will send you the kit to make these cards. The DSP may vary, but you'll get to make these cards as well. I'm cutting little strips. They are 1 1/4 inch wide by 3 inches. And I want to keep them in order of how I'm cutting them, just so that the pattern stays together. And I need 4 strips. So let's just move that out of the way. And then I'm going to mount those 4 strips on a piece of basic white. So the basic white is 5 1/4 by 3 1/4, and we'll just grab our seal here. And I'm going to put seal on all of them at the same time, keeping them in order. And then we're going to put them on that piece of basic white. So I'd love to hear what products are retiring that are your favorites. So while you're watching today, you can let me know in the comments what you'll miss, or maybe not miss because then you'll have it in your stash, but what's your favorite product to use? What's maybe on your wish list to catch before it leaves? All right, did I go straight? I went a little crooked. Not too bad. Okay, so I got a little tiny 1/8 of an inch between the pieces, and then you can see the pattern you want it to stay, like still have the flow between the patterns. So make sure that you keep them all together. And then I thought it would be fun to kind of pop this up with dimensionals instead of just putting it flat on the card. And I think I need a new sheet here. So I'm going to use dimensionals on the back. So this layout is fun, duplicatable, and one simple way if you're making cards just to add a little interest, dimensionals. That's the easiest thing. Have a stash. So that's our card base. So you can see how that would look good with whatever you've got going on. So then I had to find a way to use my next favorite item here one last time for you guys. And that is the Darling Details bundle. I'm sad that this is retiring. It's so cute. These flowers are just the cutest little flowers. It's got great sentiments, leaves, and the dies are super fun too. So this is one of the things retiring. And so you can see you've got trim, you've got frames, and then you've got ways to cut the outline of the flowers, plus little individual detailed flowers there that cut out little cute flowers like that. So normally when I'm making a kit, I would use the die, but I want to use this stamp one last time, so we're going to stamp today. So we just need to grab a piece of basic white, and this has got some 2-step stamping on it. So grab my block here. We're going to do this leaf, and this is actually 3-step stamping if you think about it. So first, we're going to start with the outline one, and I'm going to stamp in Granny Apple Green. Up. And then I'm going to do kind of like the veining of the leaves next. So pull that off. Okay. And then we're going to line that up. And how I find to line it up is kind of make sure the ends of the veining are touching the outline there. As best you can. It doesn't have to be 100%. So then I've got the veining in the leaf like that. Clean that off. And then we're going to do the inside. Oh yeah, it's over here. And I just got some scrap paper because I'm going to, for the inside, I'm going to stamp off so that we can see all the detail. Are we still there? Sorry, I had a glitch on my computer there. Hopefully everything's okay. And then we're going to stamp the detail. Like so. Then we're going to do the flower. So we'll close that up. And I'm going bold today. And I'm using a color that I haven't cracked open in quite a while. Melon Mambo. And we're going to stamp this large flower. So I don't know. Do you guys have colors that just kind of sit in your stash and you're like, I should really use that color on something? Melon Mambo. That's one of mine. It's actually a really nice pink, but it's just so rich. So you got to have the right combination for it. So for the solid part, I'm going to stamp that off. And then we'll line up the inside. You just kind of keep turning it until you've got it lined up. There we go. We don't want to get Melon Mambo on everything. And now, because there's coordinating dies, let's just move those out of the way. We're going to cut these out. So I grab my Stamp and Cut Emboss machine. You need platform 1, 2, and 3. Your cardstock. And then here's the outline for this. And usually when I'm doing flowers, there's always like one unique bump that you kind of learn the more you cut it out of how it fits on just right. Then we'll put the leaves on and run that through. And that's about as fussy as this card gets. So you could use this design obviously and choose whichever flower that you would like to do. But this one's so cute. I just kind of like the whimsical look of this flower. I think that's why I like it so much. And then we'll grab the sentiment, and I'm just going to grab a scrap of white paper. Sometimes I save, I've got like a little bucket on my desk where I save like all the little, not every single one, but I have a bucket full of like strips of white that I can just quickly use for sentiments. Then you can just grab and go. Okay, so that says happy birthday. This stamp set also has hello there, just a note, thank you. So it kind of covers all the bases. And then we'll grab some paper snips. And so this is about 3/4 of an inch wide. And we'll just leave that excess there. And then I'm going to actually layer it up this way. So I'm going to put the flower on the sentiment so the sentiment looks like a tag kind of tucked in behind. Then I'll put some seal back there. And then kind of put the greenery poking out. And then we'll use our dimensionals. And put our dimensionals on. And the last fun retiring product that I'm using on this card is embellishments. So, retiring embellishments, iridescent rhinestone basic gems. I love these. There's 3 sizes. They change color with whatever you put them on. So, these are awesome. I wonder if I need my... So if you don't have a package of these, tuck them into your next order so that you have some before they go away. And I'm going to go crazy and put 5. It's like I always put 3, right? But I'm going to put 5 today. There we go. And this is our first card. And the second one is completely different. So it's not going to look anything like this one. So definitely want to stay tuned for that one. And there's our fun, simple card. So you just grab your favorite DSP, cut it into the strips, choose your favorite embellishment there, and then you've got a card that you can make a little stash of these fairly easily. So that's the first one. Now we're going to go on to my next favorite items that are retiring, sadly retiring. So that is going to be the Sweet Citrus hybrid bundle here. I guess not a bundle. So you got the dies that go with the hybrid embossing folder, and we've got the stamp set that goes with it. So I love things that are yellow and fun and summery, and so that's why we're going with this kind of theme for you guys today. Just gonna move some stuff out of the way here. And so first we're going to grab a piece of basic white cardstock, and we're going to emboss it. So let's grab our machine again. So the basic white is cut to 4 by 4.5. And we need platform 1. And then we're going to take our hybrid embossing folder. And this time we're just embossing, so we're not cutting. And we're going to just stick it in the middle there. And put your seam in first, and then you need number 4 because it's a thicker folder, and then we're going to run that through. Okay. And then we're going to create the base of our card and then build up some more of the lemons. Okay, so you can see, let's see, I mean, it looks so good. I haven't used it in a while. It was fun to pull it out. I love this set. So we're going to go pinks and yellows on this one. So I have got a petal pink card base, and then I've got this. And then I want to tie in a little bit of Flirty Flamingo. So I've just got 2 strips here that we're going to tuck kind of behind. So they're just 3.5 by 3/4 of an inch that we're going to tuck behind here. But first, before we do that, we are going to do just a little light coloring on this. So an easy way to add color to this is to emboss it, obviously first, like we did. And then grab your either sponge daubers or a blending brush. And just go, daubers might be better for the little part, but I didn't have any out, so I just always kind of grab what I've got handy. So I'm going to use Granny Apple Green, and I'm just going to go lightly over the embossed leaves, just to add a little green to that. Close that up, and then we're going to use Lemon Lolly and color in the lemons, because it's Lemon Lolly. Goes together. You got it. We were talking last night at my card class. I have a monthly card class, and talking about how Lemon Lolly, it's like at first, if you're not a yellow person, you're not too sure about it, but then it's like, really is a nice yellow. Some more green that I forgot in there. And this isn't about getting the color on like 100%. It's just kind of to draw out the embossed parts so that you can see it better. So I'm just going to go over all the embossing. And this is a fun background for your card. So you could just leave it white if you just want it simple. And then obviously you can make this into any citrus that you want. So it could be grapefruit. Flirty Flamingo looks good for grapefruit. Or you could use your lemon lime twist or Granny Apple Green for a lime. So that also looks good. And then let's put a little adhesive on the top and bottom. And then we're going to put these Flirty Flamingo strips on. So just a little detail, just so they're poking up there. And then we'll go ahead and put this on our card. And I'm drawn to summer cards again. Here we are, another week where I keep making summer cards. It's another snow event. They're calling them snow events now here. I don't know. It's like new weather lingo. But we're getting a lot of snow today. But it's heavy, wet. It'll just probably melt into the ground. So it's all good. So that's that part. Next, I want to show you quickly here how to do all your fun lemons, right? So we've got a few different ways to do it. So you can grab your, I don't have a piece here. Let's use this. Okay, so we've got a piece of cardstock. And on the side that has the Stampin' Up symbol, you're going to put your dies. Then you put your cardstock. And then run it through your machine just with platform 1 and 4, like we did before. And then you're going to get all the embossings cut out. So here I've done it in Lemon Lolly. So it's a little bright, but there you go. So you can have your, if you don't want to do any coloring, then just cut it straight out of the Lemon Lolly. So that's what that looks like. You could stamp first. So maybe we'll do that here. Let's go ahead and do that here. Let's show you how it works. Okay, so we're going to stamp the big outline. So you're going to need block E, the nice big one here. And we're going to stamp it in our Lemon Lolly. So we've got that. And then we're going to stamp the rest of the citrus. And I think it'll fit on a smaller block. Let's see here. Not quite. Not quite. We got to clean. Okay, so clean that off. We'll grab the next one. I'm kind of sticking to my glass mat here. So we'll ink that up in our Lemon Lolly. And now this is the inside of our lemons, obviously. So let's stamp that inside. So that's full strength. You could stamp off too if you want the inside a little bit lighter. And then you lose the embossing folder because you have too many things going on, right? Okay, so we got the embossing folder. Then on the side with the Stampin' Up, you're going to put your dies. And once you get it, they kind of like rest, right? So they're kind of stuck there. Then the easiest way I found to do it here, oh, I stamped it quite the wrong direction, didn't I? Yep. And then you can just line it up this way. So it's not too hard to get it lined up. Close that up. Maybe stamp it not angled like I did there. As always, I'm here to make the mistakes for you so that you don't have to make the mistakes. Then we got platform 1. Just put that right in there. Platform 4 on top. Sorry, my computer keeps having issues today. Okay. And then then you get the bonus of it being stamped and embossed. So this is my favorite. So it's not too hard to line it up. Stamp first, then I'll line it up in your folder, and then you've got your lemons. You can also do what we did to the background, is do it in white and then add color with your blending brushes or sponge daubers, whatever you want. So let's use the half and the full. And then the dies also have little leaves. So I've gone ahead and cut those out already from Granny Apple Green. And then my next favorite item that's retiring, unless it's going in the online store, but I don't think it is the decorative circle punch. I love this punch. It's one of my favorite punches. And I'm going to miss it. And it is a fantastic label punch. Or it's fantastic to add a little backdrop like we're doing right now. I'm punched it out of Flirty Flamingo. And I'm going to put some dimensionals on there. And it's going to create the little backdrop. It's like, you know, sometimes it's like we're creating a little vignette, right? So a little vignette of different scenes. And so you need somewhere for everything to land. So that's essentially what that is. Then we've got our lemons. And however we want to put those on. So let's just stick some adhesive down. like so. I'll put some glue dots on these leaves, and then I have another favorite, actually 2 more. I'm going to have to create all new favorites. Okay. And I kind of want it to go on the corner. So we've got all that. And I could even just stick adhesive right onto that and lay it up. Then all we need is a sentiment. So I've got a couple ideas for you. So the Good Feelings stamp set is one of, like, I love this. I use it all the time. And Biggest Wish is also retiring. So this one's fun to combine like the block letters with the scripty letters. So you've got 2 options there. I'm going to use the Good Feelings, and I want it to say Sending Sunshine. So obviously the and Good Feelings is quite large. So what I'm going to do is just fussy cut out the Sending Sunshine. So grab my black. You could stamp in Flirty Flamingo too if you just kind of wanted to keep everything in that color family. And then we're going to need, that's rattling there, our paper snips. And then we're just going to cut it out. So it's always good. I think these stamp sets that have large sentiments are really nice because they can make it really easy to quickly add a little, just even it could be like the whole sentiment. I'm going to show you something here in a second that I did last week that I'm going to turn into a card where I stamped this sentiment in Berry Burst on DSP. And then you could literally just stick that onto a card and call it a day. Am I off screen? Am I totally off camera? So you can make, you know, as always, card making can be as simple or as elaborate. So are you going to add just 1 layer and add your sentiment? Are you going to add embossing? Are you going to add design a series paper? Are you going to add a flower or a lemon? It's all up to you. And they all look good. Sometimes you want to go all out and add all the details. This one seems complicated, but if you don't do all the fussy coloring, it's going to come together a lot faster. Okay, we're going to put that on there. Let me show you what I was talking about. I have it just sitting here. Oh, it's a different one. Oh, it's not even the same one. This is a different stamp set. This one's coming back. The same idea, right? And you could just stamp it right on DSP. And then we need gems. So another retiring gem that I'm going to use today are the pastel sequins. So they come in gold, pink, and blue. And I've got some pink ones that they kind of like shimmer again so they can look good with any kind of color. Even though they're not technically Flirty Flamingo. They might be petal pink actually, so. All right, so then I've got a big mess. So there we go. Yeah, my favorite thing, Sending Sunshine, yellow, lemons. We did it. And then this one with the Darling Details and the Delightfully Eclectic DSP. So there's a couple card ideas for you featuring all mostly retiring products. Just come back here for a second. So don't forget to stay up to date with the retiring products. The online store, StampinUp.ca, is the best place to know. If you don't find it, if you type it in and it's not there, that means it's already gone. So that's the best way to know what's current and what's going on. I'm going to launch a special in my email list on Friday. And the sale starts on Tuesday. And then everything wraps up at the end of the month so we can start the new catalog on May the 1st. So thank you for hanging out with me today. And this kind of feels like a little bit on a whim, these cards, but they were fun to make and a couple of my favorite things. If you're ever feeling a blockage about cards, just grab your favorite things and it's just going to come together a lot easier. I will be back next week with sneak peeks of the new in colors, and I can't wait to open my box and check them all out for myself and then start making some ideas for you guys. So I will see you next week. Take care. Bye-bye.